Hi, it is iYikKam time again. So after I released the spine curvature video, many Wing Chun friends messages me asking me to share more on the spine curvature, lower 4 bowls, 7 bowls, so forth. And I decide today to tell you what happened in the ancient time on this stuff. Okay, so we all heard about when one practiced Kung Fu in the ancient time, one need to spend the first 3 months doing nothing but learn how to stands in the horse stance, okay, or to be even more precise, sit in the horse stand, okay. And it has to be in the Chinese time equivalent to us today is 2 hours. Okay, so every day for 2 hours for 3 months. So you count that, 3 months say is 100 days. Okay, and 2 hours per day, meaning 200 hours. So we will say, well, it will be awfully dull and boring just to sit there, stand there for the 200 hours that way. Well, the matter of fact, it is not. Those who is found as boring is because they do not know the training. If once one know the training, it is not boring at all. Actually, it is a fun. It is to understand your body even better. See, we human beings have 7 bowls: the feet bowl, the ankle bowl, the knee bowl, the hip bowl, shoulder, elbow, wrist. Okay? And from hip down, there's 4 bowls here. Okay? So that first 3 months or 100 days, one is working on this lower 4 bowls. And of course that involves the spine curvature. So if that's not done properly, it's guaranteed to be screwed, because this upper 3 bowl, which is not supported by the lower 4 bowls, is practically not that useful. Okay, so let's get into the 3 curvature signature. Okay, so if we stand in the stand of tucking the tailbone like this, okay, as a lot of us Wing Chuners do, the knee is clamping this way, the ankle is holding that this way inside, and the hip is holding and tucking the tailbone. That is not training the lower 4 bowls. That turn into this, a rod, like that, turn into this. So practically the lower 4 bowl, what usually people call structure, is a piece of rod. Okay? Try it. When you do that, see whether it's true or not. That is like a rod here, on one end, push down to the ground, another one push up to support your upper body. Okay? See whether it is. Try it, you know right away. Same with this type of stuff. When the butt tuck up, there's a rod. Okay? Now, this is a serious issue, because if you have this rod kind of thing developed, you have a constant preoccupied there, where one generate a self-generate action and reaction force there, just to hold this body with this rod. So from here down, it is a preoccupied tension. That is not something the Chinese talk about rooting, or the training for that 3 months, 2 hours per day. That is not that. So, if you stand like that, okay, where the curvature showing this part from the hip down is totally non-tension, that is like a gooseneck. Like a gooseneck. Okay, and it also acts like this pipe, this type of pipe. So what happened is it transports right away to the ground. It coupled where the feed bowl is like a suction cup. It coupled down. Okay. This is what is called sitting on the horse. You sit down. While this type of stuff and this type of stuff, okay, the tucking and this butt pop out kind of stuff, it is actually jack up your body. That's not sitting. Okay? So, you see these 3 curvature type, and 2 of them is tucking up there, preoccupied and tension, while the one with like the gooseneck, it just channel, okay, the force so that it's not stuck and it is everything coupled down to the ground. Okay, it's very efficient or effective coupling. Not this. Okay. Now, with that, there is an effect come in. If you have this, good luck. First thing, you do not know the feed bowl coupling or the arc coupling. Just barely stand there, you know, it's just like there's a support, doing a support job. The second thing is your COG will be here. But if you have a gooseneck or that pipe as what I showed you before, the COG is not here because you're not holding thing here anymore. As I mentioned before, it's a distributive. It can play with it. So thus, in my other YouTube on the eye contact, I purposely put the contact pressure here. If I put my contact pressure here, if the lower forelobe is a so-called structure type, okay, a rod, it cannot play. It's stuck here. But if it is a gooseneck type, it can play. That is where the force flow can be played. Okay? So see the influence and the development. Also, if it is this type, because it's tension, try to preoccupy to support this body, the breathing will not going down because it's tense up here already. That is not about Xing Qi to Dan Tian. Xing Qi to Dan Tian need the gooseneck type. Okay, like the pipe is going down. Okay, so that is the difference, and that is why that 100 days, 2 hours per day, it's very important. You develop that lower forelobe. Okay. Now when I'm talking about lower forelobe, everybody say, "Wow, I have it too. I know it too." Well, if one keeping thinking or one only practice the rod type, the support type, how can it supposed to know that what I'm talking about is the gooseneck or the pipe, like a pipe going down, where it's hydraulic, where you can have different shape and different pressure handling instead of just a rod. Okay, so those are again what is the important thing for that 100 days of training in the beginning of the study Kung Fu. And one other thing also, if I have this type, tucking type, or I have butt tuck out type, I'm supporting this base here. My spine is compressed up here, and the spine will not loose up. But with the curvature, with the forceful going down, this part is like seating. Remember seating? Seating on the horse? This part is loose. So the spine is loosening up. And that yield to the internal